Welcome to TGS, Transform, Grow, Succeed. This podcast is about your work as a caring professional and the wicked systemic issues that all of us are transforming into opportunities to achieve excellence in any environment. My name is Dr. Tim Gravoy, Executive Director of TGS Educational Consulting, and I'm excited to introduce Jamie Bradley, Principal at Dobson Academy, a K-8 school that is part of the Ball Charter School network here in Arizona. I've been working with Jamie and Dobson Academy's Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports team, or PBIS team, to develop positive approaches to supporting students' social, emotional, and academic growth. Along the way, I've come to understand that you, Jamie, have a variety of strategies for highlighting what makes each and every one of your staff unique, beautiful, and amazing. And I'm excited to share with our listeners more about those strategies today. Jamie, did I get all that right?
Yes.
Hey, fantastic. I love when it's accurate the first time through. That's great. So Jamie, one thing that I think really makes your role as a leader at Dobson Academy unique is that before you were principal there, you've been a teacher at Dobson Academy for quite a while. How long has it been?
I started teaching in the year 2000. So this is my 23rd year at Dobson Academy. For 20 of those years, I was a teacher with a lot of different leadership roles and things like that. I spent 2 years as 1.5 years as an instructional coach, and then half a year as a vice principal, and then this year as a principal.
That's just amazing. I mean, most of us who come into positions of school leadership are usually getting to know a completely new school community. It's almost, I'm thinking kind of like how teachers sometimes might loop from second grade to third grade, and there's just some things that you just gain, right? When you just know the people ahead of time. I just think that's beautiful and just really speaks to your love for your school and what a beautiful opportunity you have to be the instructional leader there too. So Jamie, through our conversations about recognizing students' positive behavior, I've come to understand that you have a variety of strategies for positive staff recognition. And I'm wondering if you'd be so kind as to list, what might your top 3 strategies be?
Yes. So I try to do something every day just because I think it's important. My favorite is probably Fan Club Friday. And I send out an email every Friday to the entire staff, and it has like a little spotlight on it. And it says Fan Club Friday, we're celebrating the staff member's name of that week. And then I say to the staff member, please come down. And I have a little staff treasure box that they can pick from for like coffees and things like that, jeans passes, things like that. So they get to do that. And then I share my little tidbit. I always say, I'll start. And I say what I think is amazing about that particular staff member. And then I ask the rest of the staff, please share your thoughts on this person and why this person is so special to our staff. And then all day long, there's emails, reply all back to everyone of just about how amazing that staff member is. And every single staff member that's been celebrated so far has said they couldn't stop smiling that whole day, and it just how appreciated they felt. So that's definitely my number one.
Okay, that's beautiful. What's the next one?
My second one is
that strategy was called Fan Club Friday, and it happens by email. All right, perfect,
yes.
Perfect. All right, tell me about another one.
The second one I really like, which is super fun, is called Walk Up Wednesday. And I have a son that played baseball for, I don't know, forever, club baseball, high school baseball, everything. And they always have walk-up music for when they go to bat, or when he was a pitcher, he had walk-up music for when he was pitching. So it's kind of like, as you're teaching, whatever staff member you are, what's your walk-up song? And you don't tell anyone who it is. And then I play the little clip. It's usually about a 30-second clip. And then we all have to try to guess whose walk-up song it is. And it's so,
okay.
Yeah. And you really get to know people by their taste of music, but also what they think is their walk-up song. So it's really been really fun.
So the idea is like, imagine yourself like doing this walk up when you're up to bat, and like what's coming out of the loudspeakers for that. But it's not just like, hey, let's play the walk up song. It's also, hey, here's the walk up song. Guess who it is?
Yes.
So it sounds like it's kind of a game then.
Yeah, it's a game, but it just really gets our staff involved with each other. So.
So, and I think that's really interesting too. So it's not even just about you're recognizing that one staff member with their walk-up song. It seems to be about kind of connecting with each other. How do you see those connections with each other happening?
It's actually kind of fun because once they do finally get the guess right, because then I reply finally if they ever get it right, or keep trying, keep trying. They're like, oh my gosh, I never knew you liked country music, or no way, you're an alternative rock fan. Like, it's just been really fun that they are connecting on completely different levels. So
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, sure, we could like organize a field trip. And that's, important thing we always have to do as educators, but it's kind of, you're creating a space then to kind of get to know each other on a personal level and in a different kind of way. Oh, that's super neat. Okay. So we've got Fan Club Friday. We have Walk Up Wednesday. Tell me one more.
my last one, we heard from Jerry Brooks, kind of a TikTok, Instagram
Oh yeah.
principal.
He's kind of influencer principal. He's super funny.
He was a speaker that we had this summer, and he said this idea that he had is he puts Post-it notes throughout the school. And we took it a little bit further. We did it on each person's door so we could see it through the doors. So it's a little more individualized, but we put Post-it notes if we see them. Oh my gosh, your classroom management was on fire today, or holy smokes, I loved how you did your centers, or oh my gosh, you're amazing, thank you for covering for me, or I don't know what I would do without you, whatever it might be. And I gave every staff member a big pack of Post-it notes, so everyone has Post-it notes to do. And you can put it on anyone's door at any time. So it's just been really fun to walk through the hallways and see Post-it notes on doors, and just another way to celebrate people.
So is that something that people just do when they have a moment to do, or is it like, let's take, before you come to staff meeting, put a Post-it on a door, or do you like pick a person and everyone posts that door?
We haven't said. I think if I was seeing that maybe it wasn't happening, I probably would say, hey, let's try to write some notes today. But so far, staff have been doing it on their own, so it's just been really nice to do it that way. So.
Oh, okay. Well, so that's beautiful. So it really that you got your Post-it notes on doors. So you have your 3 strategies, and they all sound pretty school possible. It's, I guess we're not talking about something that involves like developing this great big system or anything. So yes. Fan Club Friday, Walk Up Wednesday, and Post-it notes on doors. Those are, I love them. There's 3 beautiful strategies that connect staff to each other and recognize the good that staff bring to school every single day. What I'd like to do is take a quick break. And when we come back, I'm curious to know which of your top 3 is one that you would never, ever neglect to do. One that is just so important that you'll always make time to do it, no matter how busy your week gets.
Sounds good.
Youth on Their Own is a local nonprofit that supports the high school graduation and continued success of Pima County youth experiencing homelessness. Since its founding in 1986, Yodo has helped thousands of young people graduate from high school and pursue their dreams. If you'd like to get involved, consider donating to Yodo's Mini Mall. Yodo will be collecting food, hygiene products, and school supplies to help homeless youth in our community continue to start the year off right. If you'd like to make a financial contribution, don't forget that all donations to Yodo are tax deductible, and for Arizona residents are eligible for the Arizona Charitable Tax Credit. For more information, go to yoto.org or follow Yodo on Facebook or Instagram. All right, welcome back, friends. So before break, we talked about 3 beautiful strategies for positive staff recognition. We talked about Fan Club Friday, which is just you start a chain of basically saying, let me tell you something awesome about a staff member, and then the rest of the staff just click reply all and tag on to that on Fan Club Friday. I talked about Walk Up Wednesday, which is just, kind of thinking that sports analogy of, as an athlete walks out, there's a song that comes up, what would your song be? And it's kind of fun to guess whose that is. And then that's really simple one of just, use a Post-it note as a vehicle for your words, and just take that Post-it note, put it on a door anytime you think about it, and just put it on doors. Which of those 3, and they're all amazing, but which of those 3, I'm curious to know, is a strategy that is just an absolute must-do for you, that you will make time for no matter how busy your week gets?
I would probably say Fan Club Friday, just from the feedback from the staff members that have been on the fan club so far, just that they couldn't stop smiling that entire day. And they just felt like the appreciation and the support from the entire staff. So I think that I would never, ever skip that. Like, even though we don't have school this Friday, since it's Veterans Day, I have it going on Thursday. I made sure that I'm still going to send it on Thursday because I still want to make sure that it happens.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. And you should tell me just a little bit about how staff have responded to this. Can you tell me a little bit more about like those smiles all day, or just maybe something that you didn't really expect when you started it, but you were just delighted to discover?
I didn't know how many staff would participate with the reply all, or, 'cause you're busy.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, but it's almost every single staff member replies all and says something positive and supportive and nice to their fellow teammates and staff members. So it's just been remarkable. And just the culture on our school has changed within the first 2, 3 months of our school year, that it's just been amazing. So I definitely feel like it's made a difference.
And so having that absolute, like, palpable, observable change, and I think like what you're sharing is, I think, really important. It kind of goes to my next question, but before we go to that next question, is you're just sending an email. There's
Mhm.
no new skill here that you got to learn to do it. It's already here. Just think, what's amazing about the staff member, click reply all, so we all get to hear it, and out it goes. And from something that's really pretty simple to do, you're noticing that just the change in culture has been pretty big.
Huge.
Huge. All right. Well, principals or other school leaders who are listening to this, district leaders who supervise school leaders, this would be another, I think, amazing opportunity then for just something that's really, really small. I could turn it into just a positive driver of change in your school or district's culture. I just think that's really neat. So, so kind of going along with that idea, though, I want to get real with you. I work with a lot of principals, a lot of school leaders, a lot of teachers everywhere, but principals in particular. I haven't met a single one of them who says, you know what, I've got extra time, so now I know what to do with it, right? Like, I mean, who is that principal who feels like they've got gobs and gobs and gobs of extra time? And yet these kinds of things are stuff that you definitely make time to do. So I guess I want to break this apart into two questions. Thinking about Fan Club Friday as that one thing that you always do without fail, and in fact, you're going to make sure happens on Thursday. How long does it take you to kind of set that up and get the ball rolling with that? Like, in terms of your time as principal to do that?
Um, so honestly, I just set up like the email template with a little picture, and I copy and paste the template and set it up for the next week. Like, I just on Sunday evenings, I copied last week's, and then I changed the names and I changed my feedback. But I literally like the original one maybe took, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes to find the picture I liked. That was probably it. It wasn't that much. And then I played around with how I wanted the email to look like. And then I just kind of copy and paste it so they look the same. So not it for such a huge change, it really didn't take that much time.
So it
So
might maybe setting up the original template, and that's if you wanted to include a picture. It's just
mhm,
that. Now, personally, I think if you anytime you can include a photo, you're already light years ahead, right? Because
yeah.
it just connects people to the
Mhm,
person, and especially because you're not exactly a small staff.
yeah.
It could be possible that if you're a fifth grade teacher way over there, you might not necessarily see the kindergarten teacher way over here. I could
Yes.
see some real benefit of keeping that photo, but that sounds like once you got your photos and you got the
Mhm.
template, it's cut and paste. I mean, does it take you longer than 5 minutes a week or 10 minutes a week?
Nope. That
All right,
nope, that's it.
perfect. And so that's I think really important to share too. And is that it's huge driver of change, really doesn't take a lot of time, and is definitely worth it. But what about, for principals here that really are feeling kind of overwhelmed and say, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. I really do not have brain space to think about this. Like, what might you say if one of your colleagues came to you and was feeling that way?
Um, when I was hired in this position, I was kind of given a task to improve our culture and climate at our school. So I knew over the summer that I wanted to think of ways that I wanted to be able to do this. So
Mhm.
when I have something for every day of the week, I made a like little Google Doc. I have the links of the quotes or the links of the songs. I did all that and I put it all together, dated everything. And I did it during the summertime when I had a little more free time, if you could say that. I've not really free time, but I had a little more time to play with.
Principal free time,
Yeah,
anytime. Like, I mean, I don't know, like maybe on vacation if you like hide, but no, but
yeah,
I know what you mean, where
yeah,
you perhaps could take a little bit more control of your calendar during
yeah.
summertime. Yeah.
So, and then on Sunday afternoons, usually I'm, working from my house, doing laundry and doing all that other stuff that I do as as a mom and as a family. I take the time to set up my emails for the week, and I put them in my drafts. Like I have a motivational Monday, team building Tuesday, walk up Wednesday, thoughtful Thursday, fan club Friday. So I have them all ready to go. And then I even have morning memo ones that I do every week, like who's out, who's covering, special events, all that stuff too. So I have 10 emails in my drafts ready to go on Sunday. So I just, when that morning comes around, I can hit send to the entire staff, but just that way that's ready. So it may take me, I don't know, maybe a half hour on Sundays to put it all together once I'm there, but it's definitely worth it for the week.
So what does it save you? I mean, does it save you time? Does it save you
Oh, I think so.
just
Yeah.
like, okay. So ultimately, yeah, you gotta, because we didn't even talk about like the morning memos or anything like that. We just talked about like the Fan Club Friday and the Walk Up Wednesday and the post-its, but you've got other systems in place, it sounds like, but the whole goal of which is just make it easy, like whatever it takes to make it easy. And then you get to enjoy all the not feeling overwhelmed because everybody else is happy is what it sounds like.
Yes, exactly. And so I went to Iowa for training for 4 days, and my emails were set up and ready to go. So at those mornings, I just was able to get up and send them. Like they were already prepared for me. So it was really, really perfect.
Yeah. I'm even thinking too, there's some email softwares that some schools might use that even allow you to schedule emails so that it'll even send it for you if it's
that would be
ready
nice
to go. So, and if you're feeling overwhelmed, probably a big reason you're feeling overwhelmed is you've got a lot of crispy staff who are needing a lot of your time and love. And this might be a way to, spread that out a bit. So everyone's loving on each other, and it's not just you.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
That's just absolutely beautiful. And I appreciate that a ton. Let's take one more break. And then when we come back, we'll have a final thought from Principal Jamie Bradley, who's principal at Dobson Charter School, Dobson Academy, which is a charter school in the Ball Charter School Network, on why she makes time for positive staff recognition.
Ask us about our toys. TGS Educational Consulting supports classroom teachers in grades pre-K to 99 in implementing play-based interventions for students with ADHD or those who may need extra support to be their best in school. And guess what? They're great for staff meetings too. Contact us at 520-420-4437 or at info@tgseducationalconsulting.com for more information. Go ahead, ask us about our toys and add some joy to your learning space.
Friends, welcome back. It's great to see you back from break. We were talking before break on just why it's important to make time for the staff recognition. And really, if you're feeling overwhelmed, making that time might be really supportive for you and for staff. Why is it essential that you take time for positive staff recognition?
Well, according to research, the teachers are the biggest difference maker for students' achievement. And, kind of like when you say happy wife, happy home life, happy those things, that same goes for me. Happy teachers, happy students, and happy productive students. So it's my job to make sure that all of that is happening. And I think kids want to be in a classroom where it's happy and it's the teachers want to be there. Well, I can do what I can do to make that a more enjoyable place so that the learning can happen.
So that positive staff recognition, some people might think, well, our job as school leaders isn't to entertain staff. It's not to make staff happy. We should be working to make students happy. And you see that a bit more comprehensively. You really see that as, why can't we be happy? Why can't we? And if we are, the likelihood that our teachers have skills to model our students is so much bigger too. Jamie, I'm just grateful for you being here today. And I just really thank you for sharing some amazing strategies for positive staff recognition. I just want to share those strategies again. And if anything I get about them is wrong, definitely correct them because they're your strategies you're implementing. But the 3 strategies that you use that I love, because it sounds like they're kind of like do it tomorrow school possible strategies that someone could do. Is that Fan Club Friday, which just on Friday, you say, hey, this is something that I think is awesome about this staff member. Go ahead and reply all and add to the chain. And then you also like to put a staff photo on that email. It sounds like that's also important. That's Fan Club Friday. And then we've got Walk Up Wednesday, which is just, hey, you ask the staff member in advance, hey, what would your walk-up song be? If you were a baseball player coming up to bat, or a basketball player coming out of the locker room, what would the song be that you would want to be playing when you did that? And then everyone gets to guess what that song is. And that also happens just through email. And then the last one is, hey, when you got a minute, go take a Post-it note and slap it on someone's door and say some kind words about them. So those are the 3 strategies that she shared. I'm just grateful that you shared those with us today. I also hope listeners too that you reach out to me or to Jamie with your thoughts on our conversation today. And you can find Dobson Academy, and that's where Jamie's principal at dobsonacademy.org. And you'll find Jamie's contact information at dobsonacademy.org too, if you want to email her about any of those things. And then you can also find me at www.tgseducationalconsulting.com. Until next time, friends, may you have as many opportunities to be as generous with yourself as you are with those you serve.